Yeah, but I mean that is personalization, so you can change it per request if you want to. So I mean, yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, right. Right. And I mean that's first I guess we need the revenue recommendation before we can put it in the manual. But it's bad timing or good timing, but it's not ready. But Patricia is looking into it, and she. No, that was more. It was everything connected to availability. But I mean, then you can drag and drop your columns. Then you can have new options in what columns you're showing. So I mean, of course, it's more. That's just not the issue right now. But it was from an availability perspective. And she said, "Oh yeah, we should take something and make a common language since the other ones have a common language." No, okay. No. I think we have a lot in Swedish, but I wouldn't say it covers all personalization functions. Some the ones within availability is there in the Russian one. But for now, I think we have to then refer them to the video on views. Yeah, but that would be that would not be. Yeah, I think most countries are looking at non-deduct excluding overbook. I think the rest of the countries are looking at. So it would be. But so yes, that's the video is also the majority is looking at. But if then Finland should swap, I guess that must come from Karin and Karin. Yeah, right. The ones starting at GM, those which was the previous one, that is the one which is only related to the group meeting projects. The only persons looking at that board is like you and I and Emily and maybe Frederick in Emily's team. Then it must be CJ. Exactly, because that's where everyone working related to the customer journey is looking, and that board is crazy. We've been trying to prioritize it before Christmas, and we had a lot of meetings back and forward, and I think it ended just with no one doing any changes, and that's also with the template you found, which you asked about. That is also an old way of working which they have previously had, and then. IT said I would update all the templates, so when you create new tickets you will get another template, but that never happened. So that's was why Emily now said screw the templates, use this as an example. I think it's good if at least it's covering everything they will need, and then we can continue on that. So that's the reason you are creating a duplicate, even though they already have one. Yeah, I also thought this is yeah. You have two. Yes. Yeah. Because I think yes, exactly. That's related to everything else except payment, pretty much. Yes. So that's why we divided them, because Emily was thinking maybe we should move them into one. And then I said, okay, if you think that's the best, I will ask Ksenia to merge them. And then she thought about it for a day or two, and then she said, no, let's keep them into separate, because they will need to go to different teams, because payment is more Anders team with the Joel and other colleagues in that ticket, while and that is also probably something we can work on in parallel without, I mean, of course it would have dependencies overall to how we have the ARD. It might be able to resolve it.
Spånga station. Avstigning för samtliga resenärer.